Masechet Batra Daf Kuf Nun Zayin, continue from Kuf Nun Vav Amud Bet by the Mishnah. Rabbi Eliezer Mitzvah says, "B'Shabbat devarav kamin." If a dying person gave away his possessions on Shabbat, obviously through words, it works. Because we can't write, and therefore we want him to do it. Available but not during the weekday because he should write it. Rabbi Yishmael says, "B'Shabbat." I'm if you allowed it on Shabbat where you can't usually do kinyanim at all. Also for sure you could do it orally on weekday. Similarly, zachin lekatan, a person can acquire on behalf of a minor, but in zachin legadol, but you cannot acquire for a fellow adult. Divrei Rabbi Eliezer, there's a holds if he could do it himself, he should do it himself. But Yeshua says lekatan, if you say you could do it on a minor who can't do it for someone else, so for sure an adult who can acquire, you should be able to do it for someone else. Zachin leadam, as we know, the halacha is like that. Matzim mani, the Mishnah has a machloket, Rabbi Yeshua and Rabbi Eliezer. It's machloket, who the machloket's like. So break it down. Rabbi Yehuda is according to Rabbi Yehuda. The Tanya Rabbi Meir is according to Rabbi Yehuda says. Rabbi Meir holds that Rabbi Eliezer says machol v'arav kaimin that during the week you're allowed to give a shchimera to do it orally. Because he's able to write. But you can't do it on Shabbat because he can't write. Rabbi Yeshua says no. The whole Amro we say a lot we tell for sure you could do it on Shabbat when you can't write. Similarly, if you can acquire from an adult, you can acquire from minor. Yeshua says, but Shomer just says, by an adult, sure do for a katan, who can't do for himself. Rabbi Eliezer says, no, different machloket. Rabbi Eliezer says, the weekday the guy could do it, and not during the, and he can't write during the week, but because he can't write, but not during the week because he should write. Shomer says no, but Shabbat on if you let it on Shabbat, then for sure you should use it on the weekday, like the same exact thing on Mishnah. Identical to the Mishnah, we see like Bida has the correct or this accuracy of the machloket in this way. Okay, new sugya. Nafal habayit alav alaviv. House collapse on a person and his father. Or alav ba'al morishav, or a person and someone who inherits him, next of kin. And either the guy owed money either through a ketubah or someone he owed money via a loan. And the question is, who died first? Why? The father's children would say, the son died first, and therefore the father inherited the son. And the father died, and therefore the person who the son owes money to does not get any money because he never got the money from the father first because the son died first. Ubalei Chov and the Balei Chov say the creditors say no. Ha'av metrichon, the father died first, and then the son died. So the son inherited the father, therefore we should have gotten paid. Beshman says in this case Yahloku they split it because we're not sure. Beitamim says no. Nechasim you remain the possessions stay in in wherever they were. Therefore, since the father had it and you can't prove to extract it, you're lost. If someone lends money to his friend through a document, but then you can collect through liened properties. But if you did it orally through witnesses, you can only acquire through unliened properties. Shmuel says the ikni. If the guy says, remember this word, the ikni. If a guy says, "I will whatever I want," I'm writing in the debt document, whatever I will acquire. Can I put a lien on properties that he did not acquire yet? Then they bought properties afterward. The Gemara says, Mahu, what's the din? We had the case of this concept before. He says a person can acquire something that did not come yet into possession yet or did not exist yet. It's not a question. The Vadai cannot because obviously it works. That's his opinion. Where is there a question? He holds that you can acquire it. So in this case, is it work or not? Rabbi said, let's bring a proof. Tashma, bring a case of Mishnah. Rahim say, a guy who was owed money, he sold land to his debtor because now he can take it back as a security for the debt. So the guy did not owe, if he didn't own it when he borrowed the money, he still could use it to take the land as debt. So obviously we see that you can do lien properties that he did not own yet. The you can't bring proof. In that case, you can take anything you want. You can even take the clothing from the guy's back, as the Mishnah says. Where is there a question? The ikni kanal machar, the case where he says, whatever I will acquire, he acquired it and then he sold. Or the ikni kanal orish, he says, wherever I will acquire, he acquired it and then he died. What's the Can you grab the money, or the property rather, from the people who got it from him? Amar Tashma bring proof. So we see from here in like the last part of the Mishnah, our Mishnah, that you're able to collect the property as debt, even though they didn't acquire it. If you want to tell me that the case with the concept, if the guy says, whatever I will acquire, whatever he shall give over to his children, and then he acquires it, it's not, there's no lien. Even if the father died first and then the son got that property, the iknihu, that's a case of something that he receives after that happened, and therefore why would the debtor get it? Where it says seemingly it doesn't work. Our friend Zira already explained it. Yes, there's no lien per se, right? We're not proving that you can make a lien. Over there's a separate reason in our Mishnah. The reason why the guy wants to get paid is not because not because of a lien, but rather he's telling the orphans, listen, you want your father to go to Gan Eden, you want to be good in the next world, pay the debt as a mitzvah. Matkit I have a question. Milveh al pihu, al pehu. If that's the case, there's an oral loan without a document. Rabbi Shmuel they both say you can't collect from the heirs, not from purchasers of that property as well, because there's no lien. Hamani, who's our Mishnah according to, if we can't prove anybody? Rabbi Meir, he must be according to Meir, like we said earlier, the person can acquire things that he did not acquire. He can put a lien on something, or he can acquire things that was not yet acquired. Okay. Predated documents are possible. Post-dated are valid. If you want to tell me that anything that is futurely acquired and then sold or bequeathed through inheritance, there's no there's no lien. Why are post-dated documents good? That's a case of a future purchase, future acquiring, and therefore there shouldn't be no power to make that lien on that. The Gemara says, Hamani. How did Meir, he's going to the Meir, same thing. A person can acquire future things. No proof from our Mishnah. In the case of improvement of land, right? This is a famous Mishnah in Gittin. Person bought land and improved it, and then it was seized by a debt, as a debt. So the question is, if I improved it and then someone else seized it because the guy who I bought it from owed money, do I get paid for the improvements I made to the land? Someone sold a field to his friend, and then the person improved it. And then someone else came and grabbed it from the buyer. When the buyer, myself, goes back to the guy who sold it to me to collect my money, my principal back, collect the principal from lien properties, even if that was sold. And the unsold and the improvement was made, I collect with unliened properties. So we see from here, there's no lien on future purchases or future acquirings. Why would the guy collect the improvements from the loan? Why would the guy who grabbed it from me, the guy who's taking his loan rightfully, why would he take that from the guy at all? It should be, he should have no power to extract something that did not exist from before. Where it says, according to the again, that we see that you acquire things that did not exist yet.